EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one. Zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Wilson gonna throw right away. He's got the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Catch is made. That is Schoonmaker. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at third down. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And now for a second time, he loses the football.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. They'll spot this at their own 48, meaning this is a 62-yard attempt. This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And this will remain a scoreless ball game. They go play action with Levis. A ball deep for the end zone. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
Opening carry of the game for Tyjae Spears. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10. His pass caught. It's Chigokonkwo. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
He's got his big tight end. Chigokonkwo. Touchdown Titans. His 6th touchdown now for the season. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns. Knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule. The closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
$7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. That'll be intercepted. That's the linebacker, Jack Gibbons. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus, and that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line. One more time with Spears. And he's going to get this down to the 10-yard line. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Titans will extend to a 10-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On 1st down, they'll start with Mixon. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. Here comes 4th down. The Texans set to punt this one away. And he's going to lose yardage on this return. Tried to retreat, but is covered up. Here's 1st and 10. First carry for the man from Memphis, Tony Pollard. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Levis. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So that guy in the slot, Mike, yes, he has to have great reaction times. Yes, he has to have great quickness and speed. But because he's typically facing the shiftiest and highest targeted player on the opposing offense, he has to have great instincts. That's what we saw there. His reaction time and his anticipation allowed him to jump that route, get his hands on it, and snatch one of those targets away.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This from 45 yards away. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Texans are on the board. It's now 10-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
That's the end of the first quarter.
One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 10-3 is our score. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. First and 10. Off the play fake, it's Levis. Pass complete. He's got Calvin Ridley. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
From the 39, here's a first and 10. Out of the shotgun, Levis. Now a deep ball here for Ridley. And the Texans will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line. You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. Up the sideline, past the 30. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he is gone. 83 yards. Touchdown, Houston. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Texans will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. He fields it at the 8. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The man in motion is Burks. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Kendall Fuller up to make the stop. Second and 7. On play action, here's Levis. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been in, and now he loses the football.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball.
And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The PAT, up and good. And the Titans go up by 7. It is now 17-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. On the handoff, running left, it's Mixon. Oh. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Now Wilson on first down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They will work the middle with Mixon. Able to break a tackle as he powers forward 4 yards. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They're going to motion the tight end over here. On 3rd down, here's a run by Mixon. 15-yard pickup there. It's good for a Texans first down.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
On the handoff, it's Mixon. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12. at the 24-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll give this to Mixon, running right. And he's into the end zone. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Texans will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one on target to Ridley. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. So a big one there to start the drive. 33 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throwing is Levis. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and long. Here's Levis. This one downfield for Okonkwo. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Haven't even reached halftime yet. We see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet. And as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup. And he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the 2nd half.
The Titans will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Jamie Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. They'll spot this at their own 48, meaning this is a 62-yard attempt. That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. And this will remain a tie ball game. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Here's a give running left with Mixon. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll go right back to Mixon. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. 3rd and a yard. Throwing is Wilson. He'll get this one complete to Schoonmaker.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll run on 1st down with Mixon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
2nd down, and here's a run, and here's Mixon. Credit him for trying to escape. The defense, though, was on that. Finally, they bring him down behind the line.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down. And this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting. But finally, when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Wilson. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be brought down.
To be a prolific passing offense in this league, you have to be able to both throw the ball from the pocket and you have to be able to operate and convert on 3rd downs. And they've really done both at a high level on this drive. And to no surprise, they find themselves 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he's got another one. Go Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. 3 touchdowns for him now in this one. And he's up to 10 on the year. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book. See if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Texans will go up by 7. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Levis. Going up top. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep this one on the ground. Spears, 1st down and more. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in our Thursday Nighter to start the new NFL week. We'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Now, faking the give, he'll let one go down the middle. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
That's caught by Spears out of the backfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Levis. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
He's got his tight end. That's a Conquo. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation there.
That's the fourth time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And a good return here. He is out of bounds up past the 30.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
They'll run to begin this drive. It's Edwards. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Some nose guards in the 3-4 defense, Mike, are just asked to take up space and eat up blockers. But not this guy. He defeats his blocker and makes the tackle. That's playing the nose guard at the next level.
They go play action with Wilson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. That's caught. And he will score. Luke Schoonmaker. Touchdown, Texans. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Texans will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. They'll start this drive on the ground with Spears. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. Once again, it's Spears. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. Here's Levis. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
This brought in out past the 20. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. Up the sideline, past midfield. Down the sideline to the 20. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Houston. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley. He took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They go play action with Levis. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
Levis with a give to Spears. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. From the gun on third down, here's Levis. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Titans punting unit comes out to the field as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. Here comes a return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Edwards gets it from the pistol. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. They run once more with Edwards. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Jack Gibbons is there to bring him down. Third down, 3 to go. Wilson lines up in the pistol. He's got his man, complete to Dell. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. They'll run here with Edwards. A short gain down to the 7. Now here's second and goal. Again, it'll be Edwards. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. That his second touchdown tonight. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's first and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
A 41-yard gain. And the Titans' first down.
So we are through 3. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this.
Titans 17.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. As caught down the field is Burks. And he will score. Traylon Burks. Touchdown, Titans. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Titans are able to cut into the deficit.
Titans 24.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the ground, it's Edwards. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Again, it's Edwards. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Kenneth Murray. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Here's Chubb. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal. The man in motion is Burks. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. Good blocking, and he's in. Traylon Burks, touchdown Tennessee. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. On the handoff, Edwards. This is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, trying to find some place to escape, and there was none. A big loss on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Now it's Edwards.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
This a must stop for this defense. Facing third and long. On the handoff, running left, it's Mixon. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. The Texans getting all set to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. He'll run. Lots of space past the 45. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
To the air now on first and 10. That's to the left side, caught by Ridley. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll look deep here for Burks. And this will be incomplete. Traylon Burks, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
I can tell you from experience, Mike, that is going to be on his mind the rest of the week. It's one thing to drop a ball. That's going to happen every now and then. But when you do it and it takes away a touchdown, man, that stings. So we can talk short-term memory all we want. But I can promise you, this guy, he's hoping to get another shot at it.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
So here it is, 4th down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. That's taken in. And he's going to have a Titans 1st down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down.
And the Titans 1st down.
The man in motion is Burks. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion to the left. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
They'll drop to throw. To the end zone. It's intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie. And the Texans are going to take possession here as they get it at their own field.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. Trying to get himself upfield, and he cannot do it. Knocked back at the 2-yard line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Here's Wilson. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So instead of playing safe, the defense brings the heat, bring the quarterback down, and they'll walk off the field with 2 points.
In this situation, Mike, as an offense, you have to be prepared for the blitz. You know the defense smells blood. They want to come get you in the end zone and get 2 points. And that's exactly what they were able to do.
This is 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And he's out of bounds. Mark him down right at the 10-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It's a gain of 43 yards. Two timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Quick throw here is complete. And he finds a seam and takes it down to the 3. And the crowd a major factor now as we get to 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. No easy completions. And this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down. We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to Mixon. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here. And it comes with 36 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. One final chance for this defense. And here's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Edwards. He's to the 40. Inside the 10. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 95 yards. Touchdown, Houston. This one all but over. Here's third down. Tight end going in motion here. On the handoff, it's Mixon.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier. He's brought down at his own 4-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
So it's a win here for the Texans. They get the victory away from home in the division. This is so valuable. They'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.